Hi everyone, my name's George and I'm going to show you a comprehensive update on this Aquascaper 600 that I aquascaped just 4 weeks ago. So if you're new to my channel and you're interested in planted tanks, aquascaping and inspirational aquariums, then hit that subscribe button, press the notification bell and you'll never miss a thing. Okay, so let's just remind you all of the equipment we're using. The tank itself, this is an Aquascaper 600 by Evolution Aqua, and this is situated on the Royal Oak cabinet. Inside the tank, in terms of the equipment, we've got the Twinstar Nano here. We've got the Aquascaper glass pipework set, so this is a glass lily pipe outlet, and then the inlet, which doubles up as a surface skimmer. Over to the left there, we've got the Neo diffuser by Aquarium, which is a brilliant product made of acrylic, pretty much unbreakable. And then to light the whole thing, we've got the Twinstar 600S, really good LED light, full spectrum. And as you can see, it's growing the plants absolutely fantastically. I set this up 4 weeks ago for my friend Stephen. I'll link to the video right now. I'm absolutely blown away by the plant growth. It's literally the best plant growth I've ever seen in any aquascape I've created. So testament to not only the equipment we're using and the techniques, but also Stephen's maintenance regime. He's obviously doing things absolutely perfectly. I'll give you some close-ups of the plants and I'll describe them for you right now. So just here in the foreground on the left and running all the way along the aquascape, we have some Micranthemum Monte Carle, which is this round leaf thing here. We've got some Micranthemum, which is this basically a tiny Amazon sword. And then you might just be able to see the tiny little blades of grass. That's Eleocharis acicularis. Moving to the centre foreground, we can still see obviously the carpet of the Micranthemum Monte Carlo and the Helianthum, but you also can see this Hydrocotyle verticillata, which are these beautiful round leaf plants here. And they just add a really nice, interesting contrast in texture and just a really nice added element to the whole layout. And then you can see this flowering Buciphalandra right there attached to the wood. In the centre of the screen now you can see the Hygrophila pinnatifida. This was actually added a little bit later on as a tissue culture plant and it's grown absolutely brilliantly already. Focal point plant is this Microsorum trident, which is a variety of standard Java fern. Has a much finer leaf texture and the leaves splay into 3 different kind of prongs, hence the name trident. In the centre of the screen right now we've got some Cryptocorini costata. Very happy to live in the shaded area underneath the trident fern. Just adds another sense of texture and a bit more of a broader texture to the Helianthum tenellum there. Now we're looking through the left hand side of the aquarium. You can see in the mid-ground we've got a mixture of different Cryptocorinis. We've got Undulatus red, Petrii and Walkeri. You can see better there the Hygrophila pinnatifida. And then over to the left, Rotala green, which is growing absolutely fantastically. Okay, the bold red plant here, this is called Pogostum stellata, and we're actually finding it a little bit too big for this scape. We haven't pruned it yet, and we're going to prune that as part of the maintenance process later on, which we'll show you. But yes, it's a beautiful plant, it's added instant impact, but we think it's a little bit too top heavy. So the idea is we'll prune it, and then the new growth should hopefully be a lot more compact. Okay, I just wanted to talk about the techniques that we're using in this aquascape. And these are the techniques I kind of advocate for any of my aquascapes or any people that I do aquascaping for. I like to run high energy systems a lot of the time, and this is what this is. So we're using high levels of light, good levels of CO2, high levels of circulation, in combination with daily liquid fertilisers and frequent large water changes. And all those things added together give you the great plant growth. So Twinstar 600S on for 8 hours a day. This is on maximum output right now. It has a dimmer fitted to it and we started off with 50% and we gradually ramped that up. And then we are using CO2, it's a pressurised system, running about 2 or 3 bubbles per second. We've got a CO2 drop checker in there as well to make sure the CO2 levels are appropriate. Filtration wise, we have an advanced E-Heim filter. I think it's the Pro 4. We're using the glass pipework set there, which is really ideal for getting this really nice circulation pattern. And we've got really good surface skimming, which promotes good surface exchange, good oxygen exchange, which just makes a really healthy system. And then finally, we've got the Twinstar Nano here, and this is said to help inhibit algae. But more importantly for me, it gives more oxygen. So the more oxygen levels that are in a planted tank system, basically the better everything is. Okay, so I thought I'd show you inside the cabinet to show you, how the whole system works. This is the E-Heim Professional 4 Plus filter, rated at 1250 litres per hour. So we're getting about 10 times turnover, which is ideal in this tank. Got an inline heater here, so we don't want to be seeing ugly heaters in the tank, so we have an external heater which is in line with the filter output. CO2, we've got a 5 kilogram fire extinguisher with a CO2 art dual stage regulator going into a solenoid which comes on 2 hours before the lights, and then we're running a non-return valve and a bubble counter finally going into the diffuser there. Lighting's on a timer and the CO2 is on a timer. So Stephen's going to trim the Pagostum stellata about halfway down, and ideally you want to be trimming it to a level where you can't see where that trimming point is, because where you've trimmed it you're going to get 2 new shoots. So ideally that needs to be hidden behind something so you don't see where the 2 new shoots spring from. And then if you wanted to, you can replant these into another aquarium, give them to a friend, sell them. If you do dispose of them, make sure you do it responsibly. Don't let them go into any waterways especially. This is a really good example of what you can experience in an aquascape with cryptocorynes. It's called crypt milt, and the leaves are literally kind of disintegrating. So a really good idea is just to prune them and remove them from the aquarium, which Stephen's going to do right now. As near to the soil as possible, and just prune that back. And what that does, it just generates new growth, so a new leaf will appear probably in a matter of days. We're just going to show you how we do our water change. So we've just got a huge bucket there, I think it holds about 100 litres. So now Stephen's going to insert his old filter inlet into the aquarium. This is going to help siphon the water out. So now Stephen's inserted his filter inlet and hose coming out of the tank obviously, and then that just literally siphons into this huge bucket. Okay, here we've got some beautiful Riccardia camodrifolia. There's also some other types of mosses mixed in with this, and these were obtained from Aquarium Gardens. It's in one of their mature aquascapes, and the owner Dave Pierce has kindly let us use these in Stephen's aquascape. We've just drained 50% of the water out, which has exposed some of the manzanita wood, and now we can attach this using super glue, and I'll show you how to do that right now. You can use any super glue, but I recommend the gel types. It has to be the Cyanoacrylate. So we just put a tiny blob on there like so. It will dry white underwater, so it's important that you try to cover as much of it as you can. We get our portion of moss or Riccardia. Like I said, it's got a little bit of moss mixed in with it. And then just offer it up. Press quite firmly, hold it for a few seconds, and then job done. Okay, so we've emptied 50% of the water out, we've glued on our Riccardia and moss, and now it's time to refill using dechlorinated hard tap water, which comes from a submersible pump from the large bucket on the left there. And we just switch the pump on, and then away we go. Simple as that. Okay, that's the video done. I hope you've really enjoyed it. I've enjoyed making it. Thanks so much to Stephen for inviting me into his beautiful home and letting me film this beautiful Aquascaper 600. Got a question for you. There's no fish in here right now. Let me know in the comments what you'd like to see in here. Keep on scaping. Cheerio. Yeah, let's move it, so try and get comfy.
That's it.
Am I lit up okay?
Yes, you are.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool.